Hello students, welcome to the third video of class 7 science chapter 2 nutrition in animals. Yesterday we studied the digestive system in human beings. I already taught you the different parts of our digestive system, that is parts of alimentary canal, starting from mouth to anus. Out that mouth and buccal cavity we studied. Inside the mouth, teeth and tongue. All of you understood that? Teeth, the structure and functions. Tongue, the structure and functions we have studied. Hope all of you understood it. Today we are going to the third part in the mouth, that is salivary glands. Okay. So salivary glands. Salivary glands secretes or releases a digestive juice known as saliva. Saliva, all of you know that the liquid present in our mouth, that is a digestive juice. So already I told you digestion starts in the mouth. So saliva makes the chewed food wet and slippery, so that what will happen, it is easy to swallow. Okay. After that there is one enzyme is there, that is salivary amylase. It breaks down starch into sugars. All of you understood? So salivary glands, it secretes a digestive juice or the liquid which is present in our mouth, that is saliva, and saliva makes the food wet and slippery so that we can easily swallow it, and also it breaks down the starch into sugars. In this way digestion starts in the mouth. There is one activity is there. I will show the picture of that activity. We can identify the effect of saliva on starch. Here you can see that two test tubes are taken. Inside, first is test tube, we taken boiled rice. Second one, chewed rice. Okay. Already we studied in first chapter the presence of starch is identified by iodine solution. When we put iodine solution in the starch, then what is the color? You can see the color, that blue black color. But the chewed rice, in that we pour the iodine solution, the color is not turned into blue black color. This shows that saliva effect upon the starch food and converts the starch into sugar. All of you understood that? Now, next organ, the first organ, all of you understood, mouth and the buccal cavity. Inside the mouth and the buccal cavity, teeth and tongue and saliva. All the three structures all of you understood and their functions, everything understood. Now the second organ after the mouth is esophagus. Esophagus is also known as food pipe. So we will study about esophagus now. You can see the esophagus, after the food is swallowed, it moves down through the esophagus to the stomach. So esophagus runs along the throat and the chest region, and its muscles, esophagus muscles, contracts and relaxes in a rhythmic fashion or a rhythmic way to facilitate the forward movement of the food. This wavy movement is known as peristalsis. Okay, all of you understood what is peristalsis? The wavy movement by esophagus, by the muscles of esophagus, by contraction and relaxation. By this movement the food is pushed forward towards the stomach. So esophagus have no other digestive juices. So no digestion takes place in the esophagus. Esophagus is only the way or the passage of the food to the stomach. I will show the contraction and relaxation by the picture. Here you can see that this is the picture of the esophagus showing the peristaltic movement. Here you can see that the contracted muscles and food is pushing downwards and the muscles are relaxing. Contraction and relaxation takes place continuously. So the esophagus is next to the windpipe or trachea. When the food or liquid is swallowed, a special flap, a special cover, that is known as epiglottis. that closes over the opening of the windpipe so that the liquid or the food will not enter into the lungs. But sometimes when we eat in a hurry or talk or laugh while eating, then what will happen? There are chances for the food to enter into the lungs. That time our body itself get a hiccups or a choking sensation. So that food not enters into the windpipe. So that always advise that chew food slowly or properly and not to speak while eating. All of you understood this one? Now, third organ is stomach. Stomach is a J-shaped bag-like structure made of muscles. Okay, stomach, all of you know that. The structure of the stomach, I will show the picture of the stomach also. This, the food pipe or the esophagus lead to the J-shaped muscular bag is known as stomach. You can see the picture of the stomach. Okay, then it contains digestive glands. Stomach contains already I told you that digestion continue with some digestive glands are there. So alimentary canal along with the digestive glands help in the digestion. So it contains digestive glands which secretes digestive juices, mucus and hydrochloric acid. So stomach contains digestive glands like pepsin and mucus and hydrochloric acid. Now we will see the function of these. Mucus protect the lining of the stomach. We know that hydrochloric acid is there, then acid will cause harm to our lining or the wall of the stomach. So mucus helps to protect it. Then gastric juice or stomach juice, digestive juice like pepsin break down protein into simpler substances. This is the function of the gastric juice. Then next is hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, what is the function of hydrochloric acid? It kills the harmful bacteria present in the stomach and makes the medium acidic. Inside the stomach, the digestive juices to act. For acting that, they need acidic medium. So hydrochloric acid makes the medium acidic and also kills the harmful bacteria present in the stomach. So partial digestion takes place in the stomach. Then this partially digested food is sent to small intestine. So next class I will explain the small intestine and large intestine and about the complete pattern of the digestion. So hope all of you understood. I will upload the assignments or classwork as well as the homework in the parent portal. All should write in your classwork copy.